And he'll be facing this Arizona Diamondback lineup put out by Sheehan's first pitch. Up and away, ball one. This is Arizona. He's outscoring LA 18-5. Big hack. Strike two on a changeup pitch that was such a weapon for him in 20. Losing managers, Dave Roberts and Torey Lovullo.
Emmett doing a nice job of staying in the zone.
Two and two. Out of play. It's been a quiet series for Marte so far. 1 for 10. The Dodgers lost each of those games.
Club have really been making a mark.
The 8th pitch to Marte. Pop back foul again. Starting the game. A lot of discussion about how he everything away, and you got to throw at least 9 pitches. Make it 10. Still a chance to put him away. Another 2-2. Another foul ball. Longest AB of the season for Marte, and now Eliezer Alfonso Jr. starting behind the plate today. Just going to have a quick chat. On the 12th pitch. You know what? I'll let you know when it's in play.
I can tell you.
Number 13. Out of play. 2-2. This will be the 14th pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Sheehan wins.
No, credit to Sheehan to keep making good pitches. Had to.
Quickly 0-2 on Perdomo.
So how about this? We're at 16.
Yes, he did. And only 3. Corbin Carroll takes upstairs, ball 1. Runs, a stolen base. His last 13 games.
Tell you.
Emmett Sheehan strikes out the side.
9-5. Crafty.
Center field. A souvenir to the seats to start. '27th leadoff home run with the Dodgers. Pages tries to follow suit with the ambush underneath this one, though. A lot of numbers, all of them good for Ohtani, not necessarily the case for Bratt. Full count in his 10th All-Star first half. Shallow left. Charging in Gurriel, charging still, and it hangs up for him to make the catch.
Slider, sinker. Again, this is a guy that's really going to have to live on the edges, and even if he's living on the edges, he's still hittable.
In that stretch. Yes, it's been a cool start to the month of July, but still
obviously with injuries and not doing well.
Bounces the ball to short. Perdomo makes the play. But a leadoff home run for Shohei Ohtani gives Emmett Sheehan 4 away from free jumbo jacks on Monday in Los Angeles. The second time in Sheehan, both times this year, both times. Gabriel Moreno down to a knee, fouling back strike one. Streak and a 12-game on-base streak. Finds it underneath the glove of Muncy at third.
Seeing the ball, Max. I mean, he just whiffed on that thing, actually.
The leadoff D-back aboard here in the second, ahead of Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Hard, but that's a catchable ball. What they do? Would they give that a hit or an error?
Looks like a base hit. Hey, DV, what's it like down on field level with the overcast conditions?
Well, it's what you guys got on the phone and wanted the lights on for the rest of this game.
From our crew, as the lights powering on here in the top of the second of a sleepy Sunday day game was the call. So now Moreno in scoring position as Gurriel strikes out. The plate today, just gonna have pull the back foot out of the way of ball one. Vargas hit on the ground, right side, stopped at second. There's out number 2, and Tommy Edman. 1 for 5 in the series. The one hit, a home run last night. Dodgers. Also was fouled away, 2-1. Square count and 10 straight. He's standing in second. In the dirt, smothered by Alfonso. No swing. The Dodgers lose the appeal, and that runs. Sheehan's payoff. Third, Muncy throws on the run. Got him. And so Moreno is stranded. Down just trying to push the lead here in the bottom of the second. 1-0 over the D-backs and Kyle Tucker. And Teoscar Hernandez due up. Edman with a 4-game hitting 1 games. And even the order, 6 different spots in the lineup Edman has already played in.
Yeah, it's not just a positional situation as far as, besides getting the production part, he also allows you to give guys days off, move people in the lines.
Chops him to the left side. Easy play for Arenado. DV, what can you add on Tommy?
I asked Tommy after the
how difficult that is. Just as we watch Kyle Tucker dig in, spins out of the way of ball one, 4 spots, so don't move him. Well, Edman is constantly moving and yet still productive.
Well, 2 different players, right? Mookie Betts at teams or college, or he was probably the guy. He was probably the number 3 hitter.
Another ball on the ground for Bratt. Tucker retired, 2 out.
And he's always had the opportunity in his entire career.
Ball 1 to Teoscar Hernandez. 38. Break, family vacation, relaxing at home, whatever the case may be, and Teo is one of them. Just trying to find his.
Whatever you take into the break, you're going to be. It's done that thing actually. 5 days. Right. I mean, that reason, some feel good. You don't want to be sitting there going, God, can't believe I went 0 for 3 with 3 punchies going into the break. Right. Cages and just going to hit for fun.
Works a 2-out walk, reaching for the first time in these 3 games. Expecting a big start to the second half for number 37. He's heading to Philly earlier than the rest of the team because he's an all-star for the 3rd time. He takes the ball down and in. No swing. 2-0. Two and one. Stairs ball 3. That's inside. Ball 4. Back to back 2-out walks. Realizing a dream amid a nightmare for his family. Stay there. Fulfill your dream. And he's done that, reaching it to the big leagues. Fouls away a strike. He passed away. Fouls back, strike 2. On a 1-2 from Brad. Alfonso flies it foul. Good battle from Alfonso. Side. Perdomo charging. Gets it away quickly. Low dug out by Tawa. And that's the final out of the inning. Sheehan will face 8-9-1 for Arizona in the third, starting with Tim Tawa, who has owned this weekend. Sheehan ahead of him, 0-2.
Right on the edge of that wild card. They go out and try and add a number of National League teams that are going to have a choice to make. That's a great.
Yes, he did. 0-2.
Mentioned Nelly just as a hitter. Pitch, which sometimes guys get into trouble.
Brandon Sheehan, 6 Ks.
All street.
Who struck out leading off the game, but it was not an ordinary K of Marte's entire career. Field, it's going to hang up for Tucker. This time Sheehan doesn't have to wait 6.5 minutes with 17. Swung at 17 pitches against Mitch Bratt. They have not whiffed.
Monstrative at the plate when he does something like that right off the big.
Right. It is going to bang off the bottom of the wall. Stand up, double.
And this ball just up in the zone. Miles an hour off the bat.
Center, his first time up. Pages, one of. And Ike, I don't know what this dynasty, this juggernaut of a team has been built.
Play and
Moto, an international free agent, coming over from him.
Paths all finding themselves on the road to Philadelphia. Also get an opportunity to be the best version of yourself.
For the last. And in danger of another 3-1 for Freddie. Freddie's going to put him in the keyhole. Field going back. Waldschmidt on the warning track. He makes the both Dodgers tagging on the bases. So it's a productive first out in this.
I can't hear you.
Smart move. You're just playing for outs, especially.
Pitches. Popped straight up on the infield.
That was not on the list of things.
And the Dodgers got to cash in some way here in the third. Tommy will deliver the bloop hit to left. Chop to first.
Now he's talking about how he only needs maybe 2 or 3 more rehab appearances.
Players don't get to pick. I have heard that the new ballpark for the Buzzers in Ontario is immaculate. Emmett Sheehan's 2-1 to Geraldo Perdomo. And high in the air, Tucker. Yesterday, his interview with Blake Snell through the live. Hoping to be back soon after the All-Star break as he celebrates.
But you take away those 14 pitches and out that he'd had up to that point had been on the swing. This one he gets.
Sheehan ahead of him 0-2.
Non-fastballs. Is that full with the slide?
Hard.
Curveball. You know, as a hitter, you just go out and try and add. National League teams are going to have a choice to make. Stayed away from hard contact.
And Moreno, Sheehan off the plate, but he's got the ability to poke it out there. One more strike to finish the inning. Bat sinking, fly ball right center field, and Andy Pages. Go to their bullpen, bringing in Taylor Clark. K's leadoff home run to Ohtani. 42nd game for Clark. Appearance will be followed by Max Muncy and Eliezer Alfonso. Strike 3 called.
I mean, really some great sequencing. He just buried a sinker way in.
It's the first time the Dodgers have struck out today. Rigorous offseason and grueling offseason of work. Just worked so hard on his swing to groove it to a spot.
He's played well on both sides of the ball. There haven't been a lot of tremendous up. He's stayed healthy. He's been able to play both sides of the ball. Really was having an all-star year.
Fouls another one away.
I mean,
Matt said the other day, he's like, I'm still missing. It hasn't been perfect, but baseball, you can't be that.
They try a little too hard, and Max Muncy is only 2 home runs away.
That's not even a record that you want to have, like you'd even have any pressure.
EK in this building, Max it. Another 2-2. And then finally, Clark first 2 down in the 4th. 3-0 Dodgers. On a 2-1.
It's interesting how Clark just attacked 2 dangerous hitters. Max Muncy and struggling here with Alfonso.
A walk.
That's Shohei guy.
Yeah, Shohei guy. Right field. Carroll toward the corner. There's plenty of room.
He's got to stay out of the hard part of the plate.
Fewer than 33% of the time.
Well, that tells me that he's confident in his. Are you going to feel good with your secondary pitches? And
on the staff and on the roster. The 0-1 to Ildemaro Vargas runs in. You see your best friend on the team, your locker mate, Justin Robles, and then you start to maybe question yourself. And so that voted well in the innings he's been out there.
I think for me, one of the. But it's you got to be convicted. Or you got to have. I understand confidence, but you've got to have those things. And I want to see. It's like, you know what? How are you going to be convicted if you're not throwing well or you're not hitting well?
Vargas puts one in the gap, cut off quickly as he throws it into second base. But Vargas still slides in safe. Great effort by Pages out there to try and hold Vargas. or at least
that overrides everything. You go out and compete, whether you have great stuff.
buckling curve, call the ball.
You know, and that's what Emmett. Conviction and confidence and all.
Game for Arizona. 1 on, 1 out. 1-1 pitch. Field. Pages tries to deke as it goes over his head. One warning track. Vargas is going to come around and score. Back-to-back doubles.
Feel nice though by Pages. That one, he acts like he's going to catch that.
Now Tawa, the tying run at the plate. That's strike 2. Pages running back, warning track. It's and he can't bring it in. Number 2. Now the tying runs are both in scoring position. In third, still only 1 out. The Dodgers clinging to a 3-1 lead.
Even though that ball.
There's a strike. Times he runs out of gas late in his outings. Into swing and a miss. Middle in the heart of the plate. Marte on deck. Fly to right. Arenado tagging at third. Tucker. Bro is coming in toward home.
All right. 0 for 7 right here.
Sheehan to Marte. Dodgers lead down to 1. And a double, 2 runs scored facing Mitch Bratt. The first time facing the righty Taylor Clark. Chopper back toward the mound. Who's got it? Moreno picks it up and throws on the run.
Explosiveness to get out in front of the plate once he sees it.
On the road, a 0.47 road ERA for Thompson. Andy Pages. That is a function really tough on right-handed hitters like Pages. With Thompson.
Yeah, it's a lot of arms and legs coming in.
When he whips that right arm back, Thompson, I mean, where do you fix your eyes facing this?
You know, the hit tracks where you can go first time is not gonna be easy.
Oh.
That hit him in the back knee. It still hurts.
It's the other way on the 0-2 pitch. And the Dodgers go 1-2 June 1st. That's recorded out. Oh, wow. Only 1 of the 2 runs. Count now full. The pitch to Perdomo. Certainly has been a walks, the errors, the wild pitches, the balks, unearned runs.
It just hasn't been crisp baseball. And
ball and 2 strikes. Pops out. Corbin Carroll. Pulled foul. Of the 12 walks, Sheehan's 100th pitch.
The pass ball box as well.
Bingo. Oh, wait. I'll try another 2-2. All right field. Tucker on the warning track. Here he comes.
90s.
Inherits the tying run in scoring position on Gabriel Moreno. So a 7-game hitting streak. Slider hook slow and away. 8 apiece. So Arizona.
Especially with Gurriel up at the plate. Also still want to get a strikeout, but
drifting toward the line. Foul territory. Make that catch up against the net. He's got to try and spin off of it quick enough to live against fastballs. So that would track. A 1-2 pitch. Rounded to third. Muncy has it. Coming home, Perdomo. The throw hits him in the back.
textbook base right. Look where Perdomo starts. He's on the dirt, and then you see him get. Probably has to be, doesn't it?
It is.
Yeah, I mean, you could be running way in on the grass, and that's the speed on the grass. Really, no place for Max to throw the ball. Gurriel running, but does he think that he's got the ability to turn it?
On the corner toward the line, and it's a fair ball. Bang, and Arizona's going to hop ahead. Wide turn from Vargas. Runner on third. The Dodgers trailing for the first time today. It's the sloppy play they've earned this weekend.
Max, yes, a physical error throwing, but mental error by not going to second to try to get the double play.
Right to the last inning. Chopper over his head. Perdomo, bare hands throws.
Perdomo coming in. Mookie hustling down the line. I thought no chance.
He has made his mark in this 6th inning. 2 outs for Kyle Tucker. Today, 1 for 9 in the series. Wow, Arenado at third. A vintage. Here at Dodger Stadium anymore. 4-3 Diamondbacks. Brock Stewart comes out of the inning. 2 more in the 6th, taking advantage of the ground to Muncy in the glove. Throw across.
Been a few balls that he has missed that weren't scored errors.
Stewart trying to keep the deficit. Started hot. Leadoff home run, first pitch of the game. 3 for 11 as a team.
Backs are playing. They are on life support. I mean, that's the reality. They're with the last spot in that situation.
2 strike was in between them. Payoff from Stewart this year. And they have some big series out of the break. They get in Washington and then on the road in Pittsburgh. Oh. And Waldschmidt takes off on. One hit, 1 walk, struck out 2.
Jump out of the zone and getting the left-A Marte just.
He was the leadoff, and he led off that inning with a walk. Got the second on a pass. Carroll had a deep fly. And this is how they scored the run. As it came home, Perdomo created his lane, and it was a great one. Pitch is low.
Gets it. See, and it's at a horrible height as far as just the better right here for a strike 3.
Pages will take it from Tucker. Team bottom of the LA order. All 1 runs. Hernandez is the Dodger who has faced Loaizaga the most. Double.
Breaking stuff, and he just hasn't been able to solve it.
Front side square.
I mean, you've just got to commit to eat inside, and it's tough to do. Continuing to exploit that part of the play, just glove side.
It's Muncy. Dodgers down a run. Muncy down games for Muncy at third base. And tie the game.
The plate this year, he has 44 strikeouts in those 8.
His lane is a great one. Which is low to throw to second. Away. Fly ball toward left field. Gurriel. Rushing comes off the bench. Started each. All right, currently 12.5. The result here pending. Strike one.
And there's a a human element to it, and they the standard it would.
On a 1-2 rushing, stays alive, fouling back 9. Tying run at the plate. Full count. Loaisiga's 8th pitch is ball one outside.
And then battle just to get the walk, but more importantly to bring this man.
1-0. This is up. The 2-0. Called is
up at the plate, changes the count. Could have been 3-0.
The 2-2. Poked foul. Loaisiga's 2-2. Gets him.
He's been the most valuable pitcher out of the bullpen, without question. Diaz going down. Step right in.
Horn for Scott. Carroll 2 for home runs. And they've come in big spots right back to Scott. 1 out.
And like I said earlier, you go out and you compete. And that's exactly what he's thrown better than he did really when he was in San Diego.
Whoa. Bring. None. Loaisiga's 2-2. Reno hits foul.
Right?
Or 2 nights ago, I should say.
Four-seamer rushing that up there at
Scott in the bullpen.
Yeah, you just showed Evan Phillips, guys. We'll get to that later.
That's a good tease, Deaver.
Came in the other night.
Zach Gallen was supposed to start. Base runner, that was Dalton Rushing's walk coming off the bench in the. Andy 0 for 2 with a walk and a run today. Chase is what would have
on a pitching. Saw Teo go after a few of them.
Blown away. Ball game since last August 10th, 2025. He has now done it. Grounds it to first. Tawa has 1 out and then gets a second.
Yeah, nice play by Tawa there. And you see Andy trying to get in the way of this.
From Pajes, Freeman, or Betts. Andy did walk twice. Freddie 0. On 2-2. Bounces one to first. Handled by Tawa. Murillo covers. The Dodgers 0 for the Diamondbacks. Ball 1 low. The highest it's been since 2023. Coronado and Tawa do up. Lourdes Gurriel center and Waldschmidt moves from center to left. Schmidt
bouncing and almost hitting the back foot. But again, yeah, still flashing the left. a half.
Turn back the clock for a stretch.
Yeah.
RBI double. Ultimately scored 2 runs that inning and 2 more in the 6th. They go from down 2-2. Center, Pages has the read and the second out. Strike. Yes, he did.
And there hasn't been any evidence of that rehab set he had down in the minors really helped. I mean, he handled it well. And
2-2 left field, and that's a massive insurance run for Arizona.
And the most valuable pitch.
The 2-1 to Waldschmidt evens the count. It'll be Tommy Edman, bottom of the 9th. It's Paul Sewell. Slicing fly ball to Tucker. He makes the catch at 2 out.
Yeah, but you take a look at that opponent's average. It's 185.
To follow then Teoscar Hernandez. And the Diamondback bullpen, which through Saturday, in 7 of the last 8 games, they pitched 8 2/3 no-hit innings in this.
They've played good defense this series. Bullpen's been
on a 2-1. Pulls it to the right side, and this will be the first out of the inning. Strike 1 on Tucker.
They go into the break and thing. And there just been.
But Perosa is there to make the catch under their last out. Diamondbacks sweep the Dodgers at home for the first time.
The way you wanted to go into the All-Star break, but the reality is it's been a great first to the wall. They played some great baseball. They caught the Dodgers at a time where everything and a little bit of everybody. You get a break, you get away from everybody.